Where is the picture of the kid? See, it's not criminal, but it's unethical, it's classless, it's amoral to some degree, and I'd like to see the face of that kid, because sometimes you need to be embarrassed. That's what needs to happen to you. Now, in my opinion, this kid, I sincerely hope, to Jeff Ulbrich, I sincerely hope he whipped his kid's ass. That's an ass whipping. That is a required ass whipping. So your dad is a defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. You go into his laptop computer and find a number for Shadeur Sanders. And you prank call him. First of all, it was cruel and it was classless to Shadeur. It jeopardized your dad. What if the Atlanta Falcons didn't believe it was your dad, that it was just you? What if they had believed it was him? And I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe the defensive coordinator for the Falcons. I don't believe that man did. I don't believe he had anything to do with this. I think it would be unfair to accuse him of that. But what if the Falcons didn't believe him? What if the NFL didn't believe him? Your dad could have lost his job. And because...
So if y'all don't know what he's talking about, so Shadeur Sanders, he played for Colorado. He's Deion Sanders' son. And he entered the draft, right? And he was projected to be a first-round pick, right? First-round pick he was projected to be. Didn't get drafted in the first round. Cool, right? Didn't get drafted in the second round. Cool. Didn't get drafted in the third round. Cool, right? But he got drafted in the fifth round. The 144th pick for the Cleveland Browns, right? And there was a kid that made a prank call, and he called him, and he was saying, hey, man, you know, we're going to go with you and select you for our blah, blah, blah pick with the Atlanta Falcons. Not the Atlanta Falcons, but we're going to select you with our pick, right, with whatever team that he was calling under regard to. And Shadeur was happy, right? Then he found out it was a prank, and the kid hung up the phone. The kid went onto his dad, I believe it said iPad. I don't know what Stephen A. Smith got, laptop. That might be correct too, but he went onto it, got the number, and called him, right? And like I said, this is dumb because you got to remember, you messing with somebody's not even mental. You're messing with just their name and everything. It's much more to that than prank calling somebody, because people's dreams is to make it to the NFL. So if you prank calling somebody and say, yeah, we're going to select you with the draft, yeah, man, we really want you on our team, man. We really want you on our team. Somebody need to smack the shit out of you. Like, somebody need to smack you. And like you said, your dad need to whoop your ass. I actually do agree with that. Because some kids don't know when they pushing bears and they pushing lines. And some of y'all are crazy. So for him to do all of that, and I agree with Stephen A. Smith, you do need his ass whooped. Need discipline. So if you as a kid, a college student at that, you're 20 years old, 20 or 21, and you're doing dumb shit like that, come on now. Let's be real.
You wanna prank somebody, okay, and be cruel and insensitive, knowing what Shadeur must have been going through. You would be some privileged little brat that would do something like that and take joy out of somebody's misery like that at the expense of your father right now. Who was thinking about? We've talked about a lot of things in football. Have we ever talked about Jeff Ulbrich? Have we ever mentioned him on national television? But he's a household name this morning because his son didn't think about his daddy, who unquestionably loves him, took care of him, raised him. You in college now, no doubt still living off daddy. And you would do something like that to him. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should have your ass whipped. I know you're 21, but at the very least, roll up on campus and slap you upside your damn head. What an insensitive thing to do. And even just as equally to Shadeur is what he did to his own father. At no time did he think about the consequences, the potential consequences? This could come back to my dad since I got it from his computer. It ain't like you got Shadeur Sanders from one of your boys or something.
And one thing that people got to understand is this, right? So when you're a kid or just in general, you represent your parents. So when you do dumb shit, right? When you do dumb stuff, remember who you represent. So remember, your dad could potentially get in trouble because you're doing dumb stuff. When I was growing up as a kid, I knew that whatever I did, especially at school, I knew that I represented my dad, right? So me as a kid growing up, I really didn't care for school. So I'm like, okay, let me get good grades at least. You know, you hear your dad saying, yeah, man, you know, my kids, man, my sons, they doing good, man. They got good grades, man. I'm real proud of them, man. They staying out of trouble. They ain't in the BS, you know. So y'all got to remember, when you step outside of the house, and this is for anybody, you represent your parent. So don't be out here doing dumb shit. Don't be out here posting stupid shit on social media, okay? Because you can very well embarrass your family. And if you don't care about your family, then cool. This message is not for you. All right? But for the ones that care about their family, understand how serious this is. Put in whatever your parents have at jeopardy because you want to be a dummy. It's just stupid. It's dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say it. But other than that, make sure y'all leave y'all comments down below. Leave a thought down below. Leave a like. It's free. It pushes the videos. Welcome if you just subscribed. And if you already been subscribed, you know I love you. But I love all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever y'all at. And I'll see y'all.